It was super bitter in the beginning. I hated it in the beginning. So another way that my Chinese family has changed me is... Hi guys! So today I wanted to talk about how my Chinese family has changed me. So before I met Jung, I feel like I did things a little bit differently. Number one, I would say my spice tolerance has gone up significantly. I feel before I met Jung, the spiciest thing I used to eat was maybe like a, I don't know, medium salsa, like the level medium salsa, or like the spicy mayo that they put on sushi. It was nothing compared to the level of spice that we eat now. So as most of you know, Jung is from Hanzhong, which is a little city that's beside the Sichuan border, and it used to actually be a part of Sichuan province. So a lot of their flavors of food are quite similar to Sichuan flavors. They use a lot of the Sichuan pepper and chilies, and so it's very spicy, that numbing spice. So after meeting Jung, he kind of introduced me to that type of food. In the beginning, I could only eat little bits and like drink lots of milk or like yogurt type drinks with it so that it would soothe my tongue. But now I feel like I'm a professional. I love spicy food now. I love that numbing chili flavor from the Sichuan pepper. It's one of my favorite flavors of food. And actually, as a family, we usually eat spicy food probably 95% of the time. Like on our table, we always have some type of spice. Whether it's some chilies that Popo put into some dishes, or maybe some Sichuan pepper, chili oils. I love spicy food now. Before I couldn't handle it, but I feel now I'm good. So the second thing I feel would be taking Chinese medicine. Before meeting Jung and his mom, I was a little bit scared to try Chinese medicine because I didn't really know much about it. And so I had never really had it before meeting them. But after I became pregnant with Sophia, I developed something called SVT with my heart. And so with that, I'm not able to take medicine that has like antihistamine or other things that affect like your heartbeat, because it'll give me like flutters in my heart. So I stay away from that stuff. So now the only thing I really take for like cold and flu would be the Chinese medicine that I'll put in the corner here for you guys to see. It's super sweet. It has I really like the flavor. I think it kind of tastes like dates a little bit, but with like a medicinal type flavor to it. Yeah, and although it works a little bit slower than taking Western medicine, I feel like it definitely helps if you have a cold and to soothe your throat, and I don't have to worry about getting those flutters in my heart or having like an irregular heartbeat after taking it. Also, I've used Chinese medicine for some fertility stuff. In Nanjing, I took Chinese medicine for about, I think it was almost 2 months. And it was super bitter in the beginning. I hated it in the beginning. But after a week or two, I started to get used to it. I still hate the flavor, but it's something that I can take if I need to or want to. Of course, we still use Western medicine if it's something like, you know, we need antibiotics or vaccines or stuff like that. We of course still use Western medicine, but I love having the option of using Chinese medicine as well for other things. So number 3, how my Chinese family has changed me is using chopsticks for everything. Like cooking and baking, I always use chopsticks to mix the eggs, or, you know, cook in the pan or flip stuff. I feel if you have chopsticks, you don't need any other utensil. I actually can't remember the last time I used a fork. It must have been if we were at a Western restaurant, maybe here in Vancouver, but at home we pretty much always use chopsticks. Even Sophia uses chopsticks, so yeah, that's something different. I used chopsticks a little bit before I met Jung, but not like on a daily basis. So yeah, that's something that kind of changed me. The last things that kind of changed me are related to meals or food. So for my meals, I feel like we basically eat probably 90% Chinese food here. Jung's mom does most of the cooking and I love it. I love Chinese food. There's a lot of variety. So another way that my Chinese family has changed me is the way that we eat our meals. So we always eat dinner at the table together. If you've ever been to like a traditional Chinese meal or even to maybe a Chinese friend's house who does things traditionally, you'll see that there's several dishes on the table. Everybody has their own bowl of rice usually, and then you just pick from the dishes and eat from them that way. Everybody shares and chats, and I feel having dinner with a Chinese family means that you'll be talking a lot about your day or about other things, and there's a lot of conversation. Like it's more of an event rather than just like eating your meal and leaving. Of course, I know different families do things differently, but that's how we do it. It really is a time where we can sit down and talk about our day, talk about, I don't know, our feelings about certain things, or yeah, we just really enjoy being together and chatting with each other, and I just really love that. For Western families like mine, if it wasn't a special occasion, we would normally just get our meal and like eat on our own, or maybe watch TV while we're eating, or yeah, it wasn't like a need for us to be at the table every single night eating and chatting. But I really enjoy the way that we do it now because it just makes me feel closer to my family, and I just enjoy hearing about everybody's day. And yeah, it really is one of the highlights of our day, is just getting together and chatting with each other. And the last one that you guys probably could have guessed is just me speaking Chinese. My Chinese family has taught me a lot about Chinese culture and language, and we use Chinese a lot at home. I mostly only speak Chinese with Popo. I speak Chinese and English with Sophia. Jung and I speak English, but when we're together as a family, we all typically speak Chinese so that everybody can understand everyone. And so that's something I did different. My language skills have definitely improved, especially in my spoken, since I have met Jung and been a part of my Chinese family. So those are some of the things that have changed about me since becoming a part of a Chinese family. If you have married into a different culture, definitely let me know below. I'd love to know about how you've changed or different cultural things that you were introduced to. I will see you guys in another video soon. Thanks for watching.
他说 Sophia， 我听他说婆婆。
哦，你听妈妈说婆婆吗？喂，你听妈妈说 Sophia 吗？
我还听他说。
你好呀，大家们，我们是好朋友。
好，对。你喜欢吃中国菜吗？中国的美食。
我喜欢吃加拿大菜和中国菜都喜欢呀。
哦，好，你喜欢吃辣的吗？
可是前天奶奶给我了一个辣萝卜，我尝试了一下，我吃进去，我说还想吃。
Oh my！
我最喜欢吃辣萝卜。
哇哦，非常好。对呀，好，你可以说拜拜。
拜拜。